Professor Siegfried, can you recall any famous quotes of the late Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher?
Well, Fiona, my favorite top 15 Margaret Thatcher quotes are as follows. Quote 1. If you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman, in 1965. Quote 2. To those waiting with bated breath for that favorite media catchphrase, the U-turn, I have only one thing to say, U-turn if you want to. The lady's not for turning. October 1980. Quote 3. I am extraordinarily patient, provided I get my own way in the end, April 1989. Quote 4. Pennies don't fall from heaven, they have to be earned here on earth, November 1979. Quote 5. On my way here I passed a local cinema and it turns out you were expecting me after all, for the billboards read, The Mummy Returns, May 2001. Quote 6. A man may climb Everest for himself, but at the summit he plants his country's flag. October 1988. Quote 7. Rejoice. Her reaction on the news that British forces had retaken South Georgia from the Argentines, April 1982. Quote 8. Defeat? I do not recognize the meaning of the word. At the start of the Falklands conflict, April 1982. Quote 9. I might have preferred iron, but bronze will do. It won't rust. And, this time I hope, the head will stay on. Unveiling of statue to herself in the House of Commons. February 2007. Quote 10. It's the Labour government that have brought us record peacetime taxation. They've got the usual socialist disease, they've run out of other people's money, October 1975. Quote 11. I don't think there will be a woman prime minister in my lifetime, as education secretary in 1973. She became Britain's first, and so far only, prime minister, 1979. Quote 12. I am not a consensus politician. I'm a conviction politician, 1979. Quote 13. I don't mind how much my ministers talk, as long as they do what I say, 1980. Quote 14. We can do business together, speaking of the Soviet Union leader Mikhail Gorbachev, 1984. Quote 15. If you just set out to be liked, you would be prepared to compromise on anything at any time and you would achieve nothing, commenting on her 10th anniversary as Prime Minister in 1989.
Thanks Professor, for explaining these great top 15 Margaret Thatcher quotes.